Hey guys, this is Danny Jugan. I'm the creator of Access Football. In this video we're going to take a look at how to modify the audio within the game, specifically looking at how to change the announcer clips as well as the quarterback cadence and hot route call-outs. So the first thing in all the videos I do as far as instructional mods, I just want to give a little warning disclaimer. Strongly suggest that you back up your mods that you do. So if you're going to make changes to the game, back up the changes that you make, because if you download an update to the game, it will override your mods with the default stuff. So you want to have a backup so that you can drag your mods back in and override the ones that come with the game. Okay. So to get to the audio mods, you're going to right click on the game inside of Steam and go to Properties, and then Local Files and Browse Local Files. That's going to give you the contents of the game. You're going to go to the mods folder inside of there, and then today we're going to look at the audio mods. So inside of this you'll see that there are two folders. There's an announcer and there's a quarterback. So we'll start with the announcer first. So inside the announcer folder, you'll see that there's a series of folders, and each of these corresponds to a category or a situation under which the announcer would say a particular sound clip. So for example, 2-point conversion might be said when the team selects to go for 2 as opposed to kicking. Before commercial, after commercial, those are for the mobile version of the game and don't affect this at all. If he throws a bullet pass, or if you complete a long pass, or if you are the runner and you dive. Okay, so these are all categorical sound clips that play when a particular event inside of the game happens. So if we go inside of one of these folders, for example, end game, so this is play at the end of the game, and we see that there are 5 sound clips. What happens is when a particular event occurs, we'll pick a random sound file from inside of that category to play. And the logic for identifying a particular event inside of the game is already handled. So what you'll want to do if you want to sub in your own audio commentary, or maybe you've got one that you've ripped out of something else or whatever, simply drag those files in here. You don't have to have the same number. Obviously the more you have, the greater variety, because they're pulled out randomly. But this one has 5. You don't need 5. You can pull in 2 or 10. It doesn't matter. Also, the names of the files don't matter. So these just happen to be numbered 01 through 05. They can be numbered or named whatever. It does not matter. And the names of the files don't have anything to do with the order that they're pulled in. It's completely random. The other thing that I will mention, and this is very, very, very important, the only types of audio files that you can use are OGG Vorbis. Okay, so it's .ogg. It's similar to an MP3, but it is the only audio file format that Unity supports natively for streaming. Obviously these get streamed in and loaded in when you start the game, and at least at the time of this video, it is the only audio file format that is supported in terms of streaming. If you don't know how to get or convert your audio to OGG, you can download Audacity. It's a free audio editor program. Open it up. If you've got a WAV or an MP3 that you've recorded or you've snagged, simply export it as an OGG, and you'll be good to go. So you can drag those in here, and you can mess around. If you're not sure exactly what handoff means, or 4th down short means, or normal tackle short means, just open it up and play a sound clip, and you'll get an idea of when that particular event occurs and what you should say or that sort of thing. So that's how you do this. Everything gets loaded in automatically at runtime, so override the files that are here and you'll be good to go. Now as far as quarterbacks, so if I go back out to the main audio folder and go into quarterback, you'll notice that there are 3 separate folders inside of here. So for Audible, these are the sound clips that are played when you call an audible. And these, you'll notice that these files are actually named according to what they say, or what the quarterback audio says. Again, the names of the files don't matter. This just helps out a little bit. So I know some people, I've seen some videos people have done quarterback mods for real quarterbacks, and some of the call-outs that they have when they audible. So you can definitely do that. Just drop those in here. Again, when you call an audible, these are randomly pulled out. Same thing for your cadence. So after you call the play, while the quarterback's getting set, you can see what they call here. You can create your own. Again, these are pulled out randomly. And finally, snap. When the ball is actually snapped, that's when one of these is played. Okay, so again, make sure these are all in ogg vorbis format, so that they can get read in directly. I know we've got some big plans in the future to add multiple quarterback audios depending on the team, so that all of the quarterbacks don't sound the same. That's something that we're planning on in the future. So any mods that you do would be transferable there as well. Okay, so that'll do it for us in this video. It's again, the audio mods is pretty simple. The last thing that I would like to do is to encourage you to visit the forum section, or I should say the mods section of our forums, so that you can share any mods that you've done, and also download any mods that you find particularly interesting that someone else in the community has done. So the way you do that is there's a link to it in the mods section of the game. So if you open up the title screen and click on this mods, obviously there's a link to all of the mod instructional videos there, but there's also a link to the forum section, so you can upload any mods that you do. You can download any mods that others have done, and just take part in the sharing there. Alright, well, that'll do it for us today. Thanks so much for your support of Access Football, and I'll be back with more videos soon.